Is this better? Tonight we are enjoying the 6th installation ceremony of the Frank Antonides chapter of the National Junior Honor Society. Many people will be recognized this evening for their contributions to the National Junior Honor Society. I would like to recognize, first of all, the members of the West Long Branch Board of Education. The board originally approved the establishment of the new Honor Society and continues to support it by providing funds for the stipend for the advisor. I'd like to recognize our officers, Kelly Campbell, President, and Steve Feinberg, Vice President. If you're here, please stand. Okay, and our members, Tony Chase, Dr. Paul Christopher, Mary Gassman, Annette Hurley, Kerry Kennedy, Dina O'Hare, and Richard Santangelo. Please stand if you're here. Let's have a nice round of applause. Later in the program, Mrs. Bacco, the advisor to the Honor Society, will recognize many other people who have made it possible. I thank all of you in advance for your contributions. This evening, however, I would like to recognize the time and effort devoted to the Honor Society by Mrs. Bacco. Mrs. Bacco assumed the advisor's position during the 2004-2005 school year. Since that time, she has worked tirelessly to improve the FAS chapter of the National Junior Honor Society and to refine the opportunities available to its members. I would especially like to commend her for the opportunities that she has created for these students to provide service to the school and community. No matter where you turn this year, members of the National Junior Honor Society are there, helping senior citizens during computer classes, cleaning the parks and beaches, presenting residents of Peter Cooper Village with holiday treats, working at the Foundation's family fundraiser, serving as school hosts during the Saturday Centennial House Tour. During this time of declining volunteerism, Mrs. Bacco and the members of the Junior Honor Society have made a difference. They serve as an example to others. Please join me in applauding Mrs. Bacco for doing a great job as the advisor. As you will see this evening, the students who are being inducted this evening possess extraordinary skills and talents. These students excel in 5 areas: scholarship, service, leadership, citizenship, and character. You will hear more about these during tonight's program. In addition, you will find descriptions of each of these areas on the back cover of your program. To the current members of the National Junior Honor Society, I commend you for your continued efforts to demonstrate your personal commitment to the ideals of the Honor Society. To those students being inducted this evening, congratulations. I know that you will represent Frank Antonides School admirably and continue to fulfill the requirements of the National Junior Honor Society. Congratulations to all of you.
Only a life lived for others is a life worthwhile. Albert Einstein. Only a life lived for others is a life lived worthwhile. As pending and current members of the National Junior Honor Society, you've proven that you do not live solely for yourself, but rather through service and leadership, you have won a victory for humanity. For that, inductees and members, we salute you. I'm extremely proud of your accomplishments and your efforts to make Frank Antonides a better place for everyone. You have proven to be a positive force of change at FAS, and we're extremely fortunate to have such remarkable individuals. Students who have pledged to make a difference in our world, be it large or small. Helen Keller once wrote that happiness cannot come from without, but happiness comes from within. It is not what we see and touch, or which others give us, that defines happiness. It is that which we think and feel and do, first for the fellow, and then for ourselves. And this, my dear students, personifies you this evening. However, although your hard work and toil have resulted in your induction into this prestigious society, your commitment to making a difference has to continue. Your character will continue to be tested time and time again. I once heard a great analogy that someday, somewhere, you will watch one of your friends being torn down because they don't fit in. There is a desire to join the ridicule, but actually the most compelling force is to stand there and do nothing, to watch it. And your heart will be wrenched with uneasiness because maybe you have been that person, judged by how you look, what you wear, or how you act. It's in moments like these in which your character can be defined. To choose option 3. Members and inductees, may you define your character in the future as a worthwhile life of happiness. Thank you.
I would like to thank you all for coming, and most importantly, I'd like to thank Dr. Purnell and Dr. Kelly for allowing us to do the projects that we have done and the opportunity that we have here tonight. I speak with pride as the advisor of the National Junior Honor Society. The amount of service and outstanding leadership, character, citizenship, and academic ability of the members who sit before you is remarkable. To have so many students who excel academically and with whom have also demonstrated above and beyond our service requirements of 20 hours is extraordinary. The school, community, and younger students have found a resource within these students. The students have made a tremendous difference to others, and their innate desire to continue to provide service as a lifelong goal is commendable. Each year we have strived to make the goals for the membership a little more difficult. Each year the students have matched or surpassed our goals. Many of the current members have provided over 60 hours of service this year. The committees worked productively at achieving these goals. Some of the projects included the Butterfly Garden, Make a Difference Day, babysitting during conferences, Peter Cooper projects, computer assistance for the seniors with Mr. Kulikowski, beach cleanup, Y Kids, library helpers, tutoring program, ink cartridges, and cell phone recycling, the 8 rules of safety, and many more. The commitment and desire to help others, improve the environment, and help in the community has also been demonstrated by these outstanding students to the point in which they were so motivated they created their own projects in some cases. I would like to thank the West Long Branch Foundation and for Public Education and the West Long Branch Board of Education for sponsoring the Honor Society and funding many of the projects the National Honor Society has had the opportunity to be involved in over the course of the year. Most of all, I would like to thank the parents for all their support and their assistance. The students and I are looking forward to next year and many of the projects we hope to accomplish. With sincere thanks and again pride, I'd like to thank the students and also the parents for such an outstanding job, because without your parents, many of you would not be here tonight. Their motivation and their goals that they have encouraged you to attain, and in also many cases the parents were right there alongside them, whether it was working in environmental commission or working with cleaning up Thornton Park or many of the other things. This would not have happened. And I'll give you a good example. When you go down at the end of this evening, there is refreshments are set up for all of you. Mrs. Casal and Mrs. Henderson and a few other parents, quite a few other parents, and many of you, I'm sure, have brought in food and other things and took the time to set up and coordinate and make sure this will all work. Now there's 102 students standing up or sitting up here, and there's no way I could do this if it wasn't for them. And even yesterday, when we practiced this presentation, we had about a half hour, 40 minutes to do this. I have to tell you that they are self-actualized. They knew what they needed to do. They did it. They helped each other do it. And we got through it. And for graduation, they practiced, and I told them, for weeks. They managed to do this today. And you'll see, as you see for this evening, they did it on their own, and they did a superb job. My goal for them was to help empower them with skills and help to motivate their desire to help others. And they far surpassed that, and I'm very, very proud to be the advisor here for all of you. So I thank you very much. At this time, I'd like to bring up Mrs. Fontana, the president of the Foundation for Education in West Long.
Thank you, Mrs. Bachel, for your hard work and dedication. The West Long Branch Foundation is an organization committed to help fund educational products for the West Long Branch schools. Our proudest accomplishment is the National Junior Honor Society. It touches so many children who have reached out to the community in so many different ways. They brought sunshine packages to the senior citizens at Peter Cooper Village. They organized park cleanups and organized drives for various needs in our community, such as blankets or Holiday Express. These students have a strong commitment to the community service of the West Long Branch. Other programs the Foundation supports are teacher grants, Books and Beyond, site, as well as funding technology in our schools, such as smart boards and the weather station. To continue these fine programs, please come to one of our monthly meetings and find out how you can get involved. Congratulations to the inductees and current members. We are very proud of you. Thank you.
In addition to myself within the district, I have to also mention we have many staff members that go out of their way to encourage the participation of the students and also to assist. Mrs. Mitchell, Mrs. Fawcett, many of the faculty council, most importantly, and I'd like to introduce them. Many of them had prior engagements, so they could not be here this evening, but they need to be recognized. They took a tremendous amount of time and energy to review these applications. They did a very, very thorough job, and I have to tell you, many individuals will look at the number and say there's no way any school district would have so many. I have to tell you, we have the documentation to support this, okay, and to the fullest end of that, and they've done an outstanding job. And those individuals who are faculty council members are Mr. Doherty, Mrs. Huldrecker, Mrs. Goldsmith, Mrs. Heslin, and Mrs. Whalen. All of them took a lot of time to work to assist this group of students. At this time, I'd like to introduce the president